by a dog who is now somewhat sleeping next to me. But either way, we are taking a flight from Atlanta to JFK up in New York City. We're going to be testing out how my frame rates do and see how it goes. Hopefully, not a lot of stutter, not a lot of lag, not a lot of CPU thinking. My CPU could not figure out what to say there, as you could tell. But we are in the cold and dark PMDG 737-900 Delta livery. We are flying as Delta 1239, which was an actual or an upcoming 739 flight from Atlanta to JFK in the upcoming hours today. So we are in the cold and dark cockpit. As you can see, we still don't quite have an EFB yet, but it's coming. Aha! Aha! It's coming. Very soon. So they say. So Robert Randazzo says.
To let you know that we started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done. Roger.
But what we can do in the meantime, while we're waiting on the EFB, is go ahead and get this powered up, set up, configured, ready to go for a flight from Atlanta to New York. So what we're going to do, go ahead and turn on the battery and apply ground power. Luckily, my overhead was already on. I think I turned that switch on. I did. Okay. Alright, so we want my logo lights on, wing lights, wheel well, all that good stuff. And I will go ahead and tell my first officer, let's start setting up. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Thank you. Confirm a couple of things. I need to edit my throttles because I was just flying the Phoenix. So, maybe I need to apply a FSU IPC profile. Go ahead and do that. Yep, looks like I need to. 737, okay. Let's see how that does. Beautiful. Alright, so thrust levers idle, speed brake up, flaps up. Parking brake is set. Landing gear lever is down. So everything looks groovy there. Go ahead and adjust my mood lighting. Okie dokie. Turn our AC down so we can stay awake. Not sure why you guys are on continuous.
I'm out for the walk around.
There you are. There you go. Nope. Yay. Okay. Now we can go ahead and pull our, well, first things first, let's go ahead and get our altimeter 29908. Two niner 88. Yeah. Now we can pull our flight plan. Fetch. Delta 1239, KATL, KJFK. Flight time 1 hour 40 minutes. Cost index 20. Flight level 330. Alternate is Dulles. Okay. Bit of a ways away, but all right. So we'll go ahead and set our fuel. 21669. And our payload. CFW 146990. Yo, what do you want?
Go ahead. Hi there. Just to let you know that we started fueling the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed.
Roger.
Ground to cockpit.
Roger.
Go ahead.
7860.
Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled as requested.
We're gonna go low on there. 6860. Oh. That's lower. Hmm. What I need.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done.
Four
Are we
6.9.
good to start boarding?
All stations.
Affirmative.
Start boarding.
Thanks.
Roger.
All right, that matches. It's good for me. Good for you. Huh? Pull in our route. Cattle. Okay, JFK. And request. Go ahead and get our clearance. Looks like our METAR is finally working again for our ATC. Oh man.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thanks.
Thank you. Delta 1239 with information. Papa, Gate Charlie 17, request clearance.
Delta 123 Niner, cleared to JFK by the PHI. India, Lima 3, transition HRT, Whiskey, Lima, departure runway 08 left, Simnus file. I'm and maintain 12000. Expect flight level 330, departure frequency is 133.47. Transponder code is 6770. Altimeter 29.88.
Clear for the Papa Hotel, India Lima 3 departure. Transition Hotel Romeo Tango Whiskey Lima. Runway 08 left. Flight level 120. Transponder 6770. Altimeter 2988. Delta 1239.
Delta 123 Niner, readback correct. Contact ground on 131.87.
131.87. Delta 1239. Okay, let's go back here. So runway 08 left. Not that it matters. This is probably just going to take it out. Anyways, DAL 1239. Not 1230U. Load. Let's take a look here on our chart. 08 left. Activate. Execute. Reserves 8.7.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Cost index is 20. Let me just verify that. Check. Flight level 330. Execute. Eight left, 9,000 feet. So we'll go over to our departures. 08 left. Fill 3 departure. Fill 3 departure. Heart WL. Go over to our legs page. Heading 095. We'll definitely go climb 1.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Bank angle. Bank angle. Approaching minimums.
Minimums 2,500, 1,000, 500, 400, 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. Caution. Terrain.
TCAS test pass.
So now, 9,000 feet. Takeoff weight 168.
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
Take a look at our winds. 0 at 0 at 9. Don't think we're going to have a slope, but let's just look. Zero. Now, Navigraph is telling me that 08 left is not used. But then again, it's telling me every single runway but 9 left is not used. So maybe I should use 9 left. We could totally go 9 left.
Delta 1239, contact clearance on.
Let's just go 9 left. One 8.1 Delta 1239. That's 12,390 feet. So we'll go 9 left. Probably keep the same departure. Yep, Bill 3. Heart Whiskey Lima. So should definitely help our performance. Probably do a derate 2, climb 1. 145, 145, 150. We'll go flaps 10. 147, 147, 152. I'll go ahead and let you guys see this. It won't let me show you.
9er. Roger. Expect runway clear
My
to
OBS.
KCVG by the PHI. India, Lima 3, departure runway Simnus file. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect departure frequency is 133.47. Transponder code is 6017. Altimeter 29.88.
Basically telling me, if I look at my runways, everything is not used but 9 left for departure. So we'll just stick with that. We've got a headwind of 9 knots, crosswind of 1. So no big deal there. And we're pretty much ready to go. Got traffic on there. Go ahead and do my welcome announcement.
Good morning from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to New York. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne, we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 33,000 feet. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be underway very shortly. Once we push back from the stand, the cabin crew will start
Request
securing the
ATC
cabin.
clearance.
As we head to the departure
Good morning.
runway, please make
WestJet
sure you're
1,
seated and
2,
secured as they
3.
make the
Ooh,
dive on the
WestJet.
aircraft.
That's old.
The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any
Go ahead
issue
and
during
change
the climb.
that.
It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there.
WestJet
The wind
1,
forecast
2,
during our
3,
cruise
9.
looks very
Zap the gate
favorable, so
with
we
the
expect
numbers.
to arrive on
Requesting
time at our
ATC clearance.
destination, but we will
Okay,
of course keep you up to date
derated.
should there be any
APU
changes.
on, no.
If you can
Noise
get yourself
abatement.
seated and secured in the meantime, we'll be
Go
able to make
to
the departure
bleeds
as soon as
on,
everything's ready.
NI's not
Destination
required.
Thank you
First
very
flight
much
of the
for flying
day,
us on time.
overweight,
1, 2,
procedure
3,
SID,
9.
threats, none.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff, using D-rated thrust, planning a flaps 10 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above flaps up maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are over our maximum landing weight, so if we are able, we will hold and burn off fuel before returning to the airport. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. We'll use NADP2. LNAV and VNAV are armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
So I may or may not have ordered a new phone yesterday. I switched over to Android last year before last, and I got this Galaxy Fold, and I never unfold it. I don't use it in the unfold mode. So just don't use it that way. You know, it's a gimmick phone, and it's heavy, and it's very narrow on the front. So I went back to iPhone. They got their USB-C charging. So I went back to iPhone. So yeah, I ordered the new iPhone. Go ahead and get mad at me, all you Android fans. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Oh, we will. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat on.
Why'd you go to 29902?
Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 276, altimeter 2988.
Heading 276. Altimeter 2988. Parking
Hello?
brake.
Hi, Captain.
Set.
All passengers are now on board.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
We're still waiting on ground to send us up the load sheet.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
All right, I'm going to get a refill of my water. I'll be right back.
Would you like the APU on?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats,
Cockpit to
please
ground.
place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact a flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please
We're
run
starting
to the
the
boarding door
APU.
and we will check.
Stand by as we'll be disconnecting
Also,
from ground
if
power
you
shortly.
need the instruction card in your
Roger.
pocket.
We'll want to
If
sort
you
of
are
sit down
seated
here and
in
let
an
me know if
exit
you
seat,
feel
also
good.
review the exit seating criteria.
It's a solid brick.
Roger.
Affirmative.
Starting the APU.
Might need to turn that refrigerator down or up a little bit.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Thanks, it'll be a short taxi.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do. Okay.
We got a door light here.
Yep, I'm sure you do. Let's go ahead. Get rid of some vehicles here.
Ralph's cockpit.
APU on the buses.
Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you once the aircraft is closed up, then we'll get to
Flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important
Roger.
safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on
Cockpit
this
to ground.
aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs,
Go
and
ahead.
posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into
Please
the buckle.
disconnect ground power.
Tighten by pulling on
Roger.
the belt. To
Check.
release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated.
Ground power.
Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and
Hello?
instructions for door
Hi, Captain.
operation.
Okay, here's the load
Doors
sheet from
equipped
ground.
with an escape
I've
slide.
written the passenger count here, the crew count here,
Locate the
and a
exit
total number of
nearest you.
souls,
The
not
nearest
including
exit
yourself,
may be
here.
behind you. In an
Thank you.
emergency, lights
Okay,
will
looks
illuminate
like
the
we're all
aisle.
set to go whenever you're
The
ready.
cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will
Roger.
open and oxygen mask will appear.
Okay, great. You
Remain
can close the
seated
doors
with your
whenever you're ready.
seatbelt fastened and pull a
Okay,
mask
I'll let the
toward
crew
you.
know,
Start
and we'll
the
get
flow of
closed up as
oxygen.
soon as we can.
Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not
All
inflate.
stations, please close
Cover
doors.
your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others.
Ralph's cockpit.
Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting
Go
the
ahead.
aircraft,
Know
place your
exactly
arm
what you're
around
gonna
the
say.
cushion and hold onto the strap
You're
to
using
hold
flight
on
track?
back.
Using software.
This is a
Check the original
Yeah.
flight you may want
Is
to
not
start it.
permitted in
You
the
have
cabin
to.
or lavatory.
We're ready.
Cabin lights
Thanks,
allow me to
bro.
mark reading light buttons are located above your seat. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks very much. Pin straight ahead, and we'll see you again soon.
I don't know why I get dinged for not giving you guys proper start clearance when you disconnect from me. Delta 1239, request startup and pushback. Request pushback and start clearance.
Cabin crew, set doors
Ground
automatic
Delta
from
1239. Requesting pushback and start clearance.
131.87, Delta
Push and start.
1239.
Delta 1239.
Delta 1239, request pushback and start clearance.
Delta 1239, start up and push back approved.
Startup and pushback approved, Delta 1239. I'm going to turn my nose to the left. Select tuggy tug. Hopefully my parking brake will not act up.
We've been cleared for push and start. Tail to the right.
There we go.
Copy that, ready to push. Tail to the right. Parking brakes release, please.
Brakes released.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace. Brace.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2152, heading 095, altitude 12,000 feet.
Takeoff speeds.
B1147, VR147, V2152.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 1 then 2.
Check.
Start engine 1.
Starting engine 1.
Pass the tapes around your waist, click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside,
oil pressure.
inflate by pulling the toggle. If it
I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see. Yeah, a little bit. Big spike there.
Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Turn number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Starter cutout.
Flaps 10.
Number 2 stable.
Flaps 10. Flight controls. Stop it. Oh, I guess I don't have flight controls on here. Alright, pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral. Rudder. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Flight controls check complete. Delta 1239, request taxi.
Delta 1239, taxi via
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto.
Via Lima, November. Runway 09er left. Delta 1239. Checked.
Check
from
on
Korean Air
brake.
255. Request start up
Engine
from
start record.
Korean Air.
Idle D10.
Start up
Flight
and pushback
control.
approved.
Checked.
Korean Air 255.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
After carefully reviewing this card, if you believe you could be injured, do not wish to or cannot perform the functions listed, please notify a flight attendant. At this time,
Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Good morning. Delta 1239. Ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. Delta 1239.
cabin is secured for takeoff.
Thanks.
Let me know when we're ready to take off, and I'll get the crew seated and secured.
I will.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Delta 110, cleared off runway 10. Delta 110, taxi fly to gate Charlie 9 via 2 gate Charlie 9 Delta 110. Ground Delta 976, request taxi. Delta 976, taxi fly to parking position north 12 via to parking position north 12 Delta 976.
Oh.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
There we go. Bueno. Bueno. That's what I'm missing. What the world is going on here? Oh. Oh.
Approaching. 0, 9, left. On runway. 0, 9, left.
Delta 1239, contact tower on 133.42.
One three three point 42 Delta 1239 before takeoff checklist. Delta 1239 runway 09 left, ready for departure. Flaps 10, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Delta 1239, line up.
4.5 units.
Before takeoff checklist.
Lining up 09 left. Delta 1239. Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, Delta 1239. Ready for departure. Cleared for departure. Delta 1239.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Okay.
On runway. 0, 9,
UPS 1302 on final.
0.
Before takeoff procedure.
08 left.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach.
Alrighty. Clear for takeoff. Runway 09 left. Delta 1239. Takeoff. Go ahead and get my HUD down. HUD turn down. Turn down for what?
Delta 1239, can you read?
Clear for takeoff. Runway 09 left. Delta 1239. Thrust ref.
Thrust set.
Airspeed's alive.
Eighty knots.
Check.
V1, rotate.
V2.
Positive rate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Positive 5. Gear up.
400 feet.
Delta 1239, contact capacity 133.42.
133.47 Delta 1239. Delta 1239 climbing flight level 120, 12,000.
Delta 1239, radar contact, continue via the PHI, India, Lima 3, transition HRT, Whiskey, Lima, departure, climb to 12,000.
Clear for the Papa Hotel India Lima 3 departure, climbing to flight level 120, 12,000, Delta 1239. And flaps up. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Affirmative.
Traffic.
Okay.
Traffic.
I see you.
Delta 1239, you copy.
Speed. Maintain. Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Clear of conflict.
Delta 1239, you
I
copy.
think I just broke the speed limit. It's gonna be no good for this flight.
9, turn to heading 070.
Heading 070 Delta 1239.
Delta 1239, intercept IGEBE intersection, turn left, heading
Ladies and gentlemen, please
065.
keep your seatbelts fastened while the seatbelt sign is on.
Clear to India Golf Echo Bravo Echo. Left turn heading 065 Delta.
1239, intercept IGEBE intersection, turn left, heading 065.
This includes e-cigarettes.
Clear to India Golf Echo Bravo Echo. Left turn heading 065 Delta 1239.
Our selection of fresh food available today.
Delta 365, climb and maintain 10,000.
Expedite climb to 10,000 Delta 365.
It's not even a waypoint I have on here.
Euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly
Delta
appreciated, and if you can go
1239,
one further
climb and
distance,
maintain
then
flight
just
level
ask us to join you in the
250.
cabin shortly. Thank you.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 1239.
Delta 1239, turn to heading 025.
Heading 025 Delta 1239.
$10,000.
1308,
Happy to
climb
release
and
cabin.
maintain 15,000.
Go for it.
Line 215,000, UBS 1308.
Autopilot on.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. We're currently climbing up to our cruising altitude, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. We're making good progress towards our destination and expect to arrive on time as planned. You'll next hear from me just before we start our descent. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime, please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, which means you are free to move around the cabin. However, you are reminded that for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times in case of turbulence or any other potential incidents that could occur during the flight. Thank you.
.8 on the departure score. Hasn't updated yet though, so not gonna get my hopes up. Oh, my bad, guys. I thought I had auto follow on.
Delta 1239, clear to PHIIL intersection. Turn to heading 075.
Clear to Lima Alpha Golf Romeo intersection. Heading 065, Delta 1239.
Delta 1239, contact Atlanta on 127.5.
127.5, Delta 1239.
Climb to flight level 240.
Climbing to flight level 240, 8387.
Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 191. Now.
Go ahead and climb up to our cruise. All right, guys, we have begun our descent. If you can't tell, I have control.
You have control.
Delta 1239, identified. Continue navigation.
Proceeding as filed, Delta 1239.
Delta 1239, turn to heading 275.
Now, heading 275, Delta 1239. We don't want that.
Delta 1239, clear direct to SIE.
That's better.
Heading 070.
Cleared to Sierra India Echo, right turn heading 070, Delta 1239.
Delta 1239, clear direct to SIE, turn right. Heading 070.
Let's go ahead and confirm that.
Delta 1239, except CAN November.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. As you've probably noticed, we started our descent.
2.
We should be arriving in around 30 minutes, depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly...
Expecting Charlie Alpha Mike Romeo November 4 arrival. ILS approach runway 04 left, Delta 1239.
Illuminated, and you will be required to stay seated and secured until after landing. If you need to visit
04
the toilet,
left.
making your way towards 19. You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Delta 1239, contact Washington, 125.45.
One 125.45 Delta 1239. Delta 1239, flight level 280 for flight level 250.
Delta 1239 identified. Delta 1239, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330 Delta 1239. I'm not doing that.
Delta 1239, descend to flight level 230.
Descending to flight level 230 Delta 1239. Oops.
Delta 1239, descend to 15,000, altimeter 29.95.
Descending 15,000, altimeter
1239, descend to 15,000, altimeter 29.95.
Descending 15,000, altimeter 2995, Delta 1239.
Delta 1239, clear, Charlie Alpha Mike Romeo November 4, arrival, expect ILS, approach runway 04 left.
Clear for the Charlie Alpha Mike Romeo November 4 arrival. ILS approach runway 04 left, Delta 1239. Okay.
Delta 1239, clear, Charlie Alpha.
How many times you gotta tell me?
November 4, arrival, expect ILS, approach runway 04 left.
Clear for the Cameron 4 arrival. ILS approach runway 04 left, Delta 1239. Alright, so we should be able to bring this up now. Here we go. Take a look at our weather here for arrival. 350 at 11. So we'll need to add 3. 147 on our speed. Take a look at our chart for 04 left. One 0.9, course 44.
Delta 1239, contact Washington on 124.77.
124.77 Delta 1239. Delta 1239, flight level 240 for 15,000.
Delta 1239, identify, continue via the arrival.
Proceeding as filed, Delta 1239. 29905. Temperature 12. A drag required. I don't really think drag is required, but we'll put some out. Minimums of 231. One 0.9. A 12,000-foot runway.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are things? All good.
All good.
Thanks for asking. Everything is going great.
Call me if you need anything.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 2. Landing data.
VREF 147, minimum's 231 feet.
VREF 147. No DH set. Approach briefing.
It's not completed yet. Missed approach 2,000. That's none. Everything else looks good.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 1,500 feet. Decision altitude is 231 feet. Missed approach altitude is 2,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport no times have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Identified, climb to flight level 340.
Climbing to flight level
Completed.
340.
Descent checklist completed.
Delta 123, ladder, descend to 10,000, altimeter 29.95.
Descending of 10,000 feet, Delta 1239. So I went basic today. It's the first time I've ever ordered one of these, considering it's October. Yes, I did it. I got a pumpkin spice frappuccino. It's meh. That's all I have to say about that. Transition set altimeter 29905.
Two 995. Set passing 16,300. Now.
You say so. Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
29905 set.
2995 set. Approach checklist completed.
128.2. That's Delta 1239. Expect 11,000 at Cameron. Should be fine. Delta 1239, flight level 15,000 for 10,000.
Delta 1239er, clear Charlie Alpha Mike Romeo November 4 arrival. Expect ILS approach runway 04 left.
Clear for the Cameron 4 arrival. ILS approach 04 left. Delta 1239.
Delta 1239er, descend to 5,000.
Descending 5,000 feet, Delta 1239. /240.
Delta 1239er. Cleared ILS. Approach runway 04 left.
Cleared ILS approach, runway 04 left, Delta 1239. ATC's actually working for me today.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for arrival.
Shortly, if you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you.
Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down
Also,
and
in
window blind
preparation for
open.
landing, please turn
You
off
now
all
need to be
electronic
seated with your
devices.
seatbelt fastened
Stow
ready
these
for landing.
devices so that all
Please
other
help us by
carry-on
handing
items.
in any rubbish.
Please use caution when opening overhead bins of items we may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables or return your seats to their upright positions and check the security of your seatbelt. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Trying to get a screenshot. All right, so
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Delta 1239er, heading correction to 015 to Alpha Romeo Oscar Kilo Echo, and then as filed. Delta 1239er, heading correction to 020 to Alpha Romeo Oscar Kilo Echo, and then as filed. Delta 1239er, heading correction to 025 to Alpha Romeo Oscar Kilo Echo, and then as filed.
just trying to get a good screenshot here.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Delta 1239er.
Go ahead and turn on. Oh. Localizers captured.
Delta 1239er, heading correction to 045 to Alpha Romeo Oscar Kilo Echo, and then as filed.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have dimmed the cabin lights ready for our arrival. Please don't worry, this is a completely normal procedure, and they will be turned back on once we've arrived on the ground. Thank you.
Delta 1239er, clear to intercept the final approach tower. Frequency is 123.9er.
Clear final approach. Runway 04 left. Tower at the marker 123.9er. Delta 1239.
1,000 to level. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
United 148. Contact tower on 123.9er.
123.9er.
United
148.
Delta 123.9er. Contact tower on 123.9er.
123.9er Delta 1239. Delta 1239 on final runway 04 left. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps. Autopilot off.
Flaps 40, green light.
Landing checklist completed. Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach altitude is set.
Cleared.
Approaching 04 left.
1,000 feet. Stable. .500 feet. Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums. Glide slope to minimums.
Minimums. Speed brake up.
Howard, Alaska 3-6. On final,
Reverse
request landing
normal.
runway 31 right.
Alaska 3-6. clear to land on runway 31, right, slow, final press speed, altimeter 29.95.
Clear to land runway 31 right. Final approach speed, altimeter 29.95. Alaska 36.
60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will
Is that even a turnoff? I can't tell.
However, we ask that you remain
Ah,
seated
that is,
until the
yeah.
seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal
Okay to clean up.
in your seat pocket.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication that it's safe to move both cabin, captain, and belongings to the second floor. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate
Sorry.
your business and hope to see you again on a
Twitter or the
future flight.
official self-loading cargo app. Thank you.
Perfect arrival. Got here right at 6:30. Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check. Doors disarmed, no APU. APU on the buses.
Pretty good frames right now. 50. The visuals look good. Go ahead and turn our taxi lights off so we don't blind the ground crew.
No, we're not at 3 minutes yet.
Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, please remain
Keep on
seated until
burning.
the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding, and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
Three minutes.
All right.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Order.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable electronic devices must not be used until you are inside the airport. When disembarking,
All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that flight.
please ensure that you
Go ahead and put it on ground power.
for your own safety. Do not walk underneath the
Turn my APU off. Everything else should be set. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat auto. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps
Up.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar
Off.
off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Secure the aircraft.
Delta 123-9er, block 6770.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed the flight. Looks like everything went okay. Got pretty good frame rates, so everything went all right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there. Love each other. Love yourselves. Peace out.